Napolitano was here, our senior judicial analyst. I mean, there was an investigation underway. The president fired the investigator. Right. That's part of the overall. Why would that not be looked into? It makes no sense that it wouldn't be.
After the investigator was fired, he stated under oath to the Senate Intelligence Committee, the president asked him to shut down an investigation of General Flynn, and then the president said, if you want to keep your job as the head of the FBI, you'll shut down the investigation.
Well, he didn't exactly say that, but that appeared to be.
That's the essence of it, and then fired him. Is that enough to commence an investigation? Yes, it is. So when Jay Sekulow, one of the president's lawyers, whom we know because he's been on Fox so many times, said to Chris Wallace twice, he's being investigated, and twice he's not being investigated, then said to all the other Sunday shows he's not being investigated. Then that night, the president tweeted, I'm being investigated for firing somebody by the guy who told me to fire him. That's a witch hunt. That created confusion. I suggest to you it's a technical definition of words, so I'm going to cut through the chase. The president is the subject of a criminal investigation. He is not the target of the criminal investigation. Target means they plan to seek your indictment. They can't indict the president for what he did while he's president. They can only send it to the House Judiciary Committee for impeachment. But can they investigate him? Of course they can, and they are.
What Kim? Okay. So if he's under investigation, we already knew this. All of this chatter about it seems it's really inconsequential in the grand scheme of things. As far as the investigation goes, it's underway.
Yes.
It's happening now. The rest of this is chatter. It's look over here
stuff.
Some
of the look over here may be to energize his base, but that does not change the attitude of the investigators at all. They may just decide there's no there, and the investigation will just end with no announcement, or they may decide somebody's going to get indicted, and once we indict that person, we're going to ask them to testify against someone north of them on the totem pole. That's the way federal prosecutions are conducted all over the country today.
Has Michael Flynn flipped?
We don't know yet.
It looks like it, doesn't it?
We don't know yet, but that is...
And by that I mean, has he turned state's evidence or turned federal evidence?
Yeah, you could say states or lowercase s. He probably wouldn't do that until he's been indicted, and I doubt that he's been indicted and we don't know it. But I can tell you that his lawyers have been negotiating with Bob Mueller's lawyers since Mueller was appointed. We don't know what they're negotiating about, but they have been negotiating.
Is the silence deafening to you or no?
To me it is, yes. It means something's coming.
He said from the beginning, his lawyers said he's got a story to tell. He just wanted immunity.
Right. He's probably not going to get immunity, but he'll probably get something in return for that story. About whom is he going to tell the story, and what is he going to say? That's what we're waiting to hear.
Where do you see this going? Not about an outcome, but it's just as far as the investigation itself goes. It appears to be broadening from everything we read, the Washington Post and their fine reporting.
You know, the order appointing Robert Mueller said, and all related matters. So that allows him... Remember, with Clinton, started out with the land deal, ended up with the blue dress. They started out with, is there anybody in the Trump campaign who helped the Russians hack Hillary? Really, that's what they're looking for. And now they're into, why was Michael Flynn fired? Was it for a corrupt purpose or was it for a noble purpose? Did Michael Flynn lie to the FBI when he told them about what he said or didn't say to Ambassador A lot of us believe that when the FBI interrogated General Flynn, they had in front of them a transcript of his conversation with the ambassador, and he didn't know it, and he did not recount the same conversation that they knew took place. Is that a lie? Is it a crime? Should he be indicted for it? And if he is indicted, will he then become a cooperating witness? Those are all questions we all want to have answers to.
We'll find out eventually.
Yes, we will.
And between now and then, we'll all yell at each other. It's really depressing.
At least we'll be following.
Everybody needs to relax. It's summertime.
Yes.